Hello, welcome. We are back and we're here for what we can say. We're back with a co-host here that's been on for a long time and can't wait to really, I think, more than a long time to get on board with this incredible show. So let's welcome back Aiden. Welcome back.
Thank you very much, Ben. I think the last time we were here, we were actually doing the footy awards. So, footy season well and gone for this year. Now we're up to cricket season for the Ashes of 2025-26 summer.
Absolutely. So it's been a long time, mate. Like since the AFL award show we saw. Did you saw the AFLW grand final?
I mean, I had it on my phone. I was doing something, but those North Melbourne girls they are the greatest team in the history of the sport. 2 perfect years, could have been 3 if it wasn't for Brisbane saving the AFL in 2023. But 2 perfect years, 1 loss in 3 seasons. That is one of the greatest sports teams of all time. Definitely the greatest sports team in the history of the AFL.
Absolutely. And, it reminds me of when I played football and that time we came absolutely undefeated, but different combat. This is the AFL level, and no one in the AFLW has gone undefeated to a big dance and won by, oh, I don't know how much it was the
It was
margin.
close to 40, I think.
Yeah. So, I checked that out. I did a absolute perfect review and post my thoughts and all that. But enough is enough for football. That's in the off season. But we could have some fun, news about that. That's a different story and a different time. But we are here, ladies and gentlemen, of the first Ashes series between Australia and England. That is what we are in Perth, WA, Western Australia. Now, Aiden and I are going to share what we thought, how it all ends. And I have had an episode about that. Go and check that out. But this is just with Aiden and I'm going to recap, another way afterward. But look, for our and doubt, if Aiden is ready, and he looked ready to share his thoughts. All right, here we go, Aiden. Your thoughts.
Thank you very much, Ben. So first of all, I'm just going to go through inning by inning and name the key stats as we go through. So first inning, England into bat, 172 for the tourists, all out 172. Real shining stars for England there. Harry Brook with 52, one of the real shining lights of not just England but world cricket at the moment. As well, Ollie Pope as well, a good score of 46 to keep them afloat. Bowling-wise, Mitch Starc took 7 for Australia, and Brendan Doggett on debut, 2 for 27 in his 7 overs. So not exactly the start that the tourists are after to get their Ashes campaign underway, but Australia responded with only a 132. Top scorers for Australia in that innings, Alex Carey with 26 and Cameron Green with 24. Best for England, Ben Stokes with 5 for 23 off his 6 overs, and Bryden Cast 3 for 45 off of his 10.2 overs. We're going to move into the second inning with England leading by 40 runs. Second innings for England, all out again, 164. Gus Atkinson, the standout with the bat for England, 37 off 32. Ollie Pope again, a good score for England, 33 off 57. For the bowling side for Australia, Scott Boland, 4 for 33 off 11.4 overs, and Brendan Doggett again, 3 for 51 off his 9 overs. So England realistically looked like they were going to take the game away at times, but Australia, held them in there. They should have had this match well under control, in my opinion. As we head into Australia's second inning, Australia requiring 205 to win the first test, and we open with another opening partnership. I'm going to get to why and what happened during the game in a minute. But our opening partnership in the second inning was Travis Head and Jake Weatherald. Jake Weatherald made 23 in the second inning. And unfortunate 23, he played a shot. When he got out, he played a shot. And it come up and off the helmet, popped up straight to the man in the field for England to dismiss him. So a real unfortunate start to his test career, but definitely saw something I liked in that. Travis Head, however, put the game on his back. Travis had 123 off of 83 deliveries, just falling at the end there when Australia was going all out to get it over the line before the close of play on day 2. Minus another good inning from him, he goes to 51 off 49 in his inning. Australia chasing it down quite comfortably in the end. 205 for 2, Australia winning the match by 8 wickets. Best of the bowlers for England, Brighton Cast, who took the 2 wickets for England, and those were the only wicket for England. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we had some unique opening partnerships with Khawaja obviously been unavailable to open, because what happened was in the first inning, Khawaja got injured. He got injured in the first inning fielding when England started off batting. He, by rule of the game, he had to then wait his time to come back out after being injured and off the field. Those are the rules of cricket. If a batsman is off the field and required to bat, they must wait until the allotted time has passed equal to the allotted time they spent off the ground. That's why he was unable to bat in the first innings. That's why the opening partnership in the first innings was Jake Weatherald and Marnus Labuschagne. Second innings, same thing happened. Fielding against England in slips, drops a catch, 1 over, going low. Pretty easy catch, but he let it go. Couple of overs later, another low ball comes at him. He can't get down to it, and he's off the field with the trainer. So again, now he has to wait his time. But this time it looked more serious than that. He went off and he did not come back. That's why we had the opening partnership of Travis Head and Jake Weatherald, and that partnership steered Australia across the line to victory. Now, I don't know if Khawaja will actually be available. He's listed in the squad, but I don't know if he's available to play in the second test because of that back injury. If it was up to me, I'd be saying thank you for your services, mate. Your time is up. And keeping the Head Weatherald opening partnership at the top of the order, that seemed to work really well for Australia. And then bring somebody in that middle order in that 5 or 6 spot to replace Travis Head there. But Australia comfortably winning that first test in the end, thanks to Travis Head. Player of the match was Mitch Starc for his 10 wicket in total. 7 in the first, 3 in the second.
Okay. So, well, good to hear that. Good to hear that, there's so much going around in the world of cricket today. And when you, like you said, about the injury rule and all that, to be able to be patient, and fans are waiting to get the cricket on the way. And so, yeah, absolute innings. The first innings, I think Mitch Starc played his best game in Australian tour in so long. Now, quite honest with you, I did not watch any of it. I only watched like a little bit. But overall, I think between Australia and England come together, it's different. It's very hard to go over there. England come here. It's not easy. We all know that. So there is a bit of history. It's a good history because we all have respect. But when we go on that cricket field, it's different. It's very different. And, the second innings, that partnership, Travis Head's is one step better. And the skills he belong to be in that test series, well, in the team, and out Perry, both South Australian play for the strikers, incredible. And, how amazing that people live in Adelaide against selected. There's always about the New South Wales, the Victorians, the Queenslanders, but we don't even hear about, from Tasmania or, that's a muddy example. We don't hear from those to lift them to play for Australia. It's not about the state, it's about the country, of course. But I think it was struggled. I think England eventually got their momentum, and it was a cricket hit innings, I believe, in Perth. But coming into Brisbane, yes, it's going to be some hard selections on the table for, I don't know about with England point of view, but with Australia point of view, yes, their open batsman's injured, like Aiden has shared just now. But I think it's time we do go, and I'll share, how we'll share that next time. But the next cricket series, the second test in Brisbane, from the 4th. So hopefully we'll have a 5-day, not 2-day series. Oh my goodness. And one thing, 123 from 80 balls is like watching a T20 cricket game or one day. But that for test cricket, that's just incredible. No one can ever, hit more balls than then dots. So good effort. And all right, so I think we're going to end this episode. Thank you so much. And we're going to now, stay tuned for this episode. There's so much to cover, so much to come, so many quizzes. Thanks for listening. Thanks, Aiden. And we'll see you soon. Cheers.